before. All right, so what we're doing is making a storage system that's going to go in this corner right here for these Harbor Freight boxes. I believe they're called Sortimo storage system or something. I'm not exactly sure. There's several other guys on YouTube that have made this similar type of thing. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I've got my saw here. I'm cutting everything out, and we'll show you a little bit more in detail what's going on. Okay, so what we got here, this is actually going to be the outside wall of or the left-hand side wall of the storage rack, where the other side is actually what's a piece of wood that's already there for the water heater enclosure. Then I've got some just 1x2 treated. These will be screwed onto this at varying heights. And the way these work with this panel, when you screw this onto your board, is those little ears that are right here. And we'll see if you can see that one right there in the camera. They will sit right on top of that, and that is how the whole thing works. And you just, you measure, screw them to here. So that's what we're in the middle of doing now. I'm going to get all my measurements and drill and screw these to this, and so we're done with it. Then I'm going to set this piece with the shelf supports already on it up against the side that does not have anything on it, so I can mark where they need to be, get those screwed in as well. So part of the problem is I know for a fact I have another box of these screws that I wanted to use somewhere in here, and it's already open, mostly used up. There's probably 40, maybe 50 screws in that box, and I can't find it. So part of this project is reasons like this, where I can't find what I'm looking for in this conglomeration of a mess. I know that they're here somewhere, but it's taken me 10 minutes to try to look for them, and I still can't find them. So now we're going to open this other box. This project hopefully will solve all of that. Okay, so we've got our first bracket here put on our sideboard, but what I actually notice is the screw is just that much too long. Right there, that little guy. That much too long. That little guy right there. So once I get them all on, I'll take my little side grinder and just touch those, just to knock that tip off, just to take a risk of not cutting myself, because I'm going to typically be the only one using this, and if there is a sharp edge there, I will find it, I promise. Okay, so we've got we have 3 shelf little brackets here on our board, but actually this is for 4 of the larger totes. So be one that will actually just sit on the workbench top. One set here, one set here, one set here. So I have 3 of them. I'll pick up another one probably tomorrow. So now we just get to add the same thing on top for the short ones. So there. All right, so here is one side done. This will actually be the outside that's going in that corner. So what I'll do now is I will use this as the template to attach the little brackets on there, so everything lines up nice and pretty, and we'll get ready to mount this thing up there, and we'll have a Sortimo storage system in place. So yeah, I'm excited for this in a way. Yeah. So while we're cleaning here, I'll make a note that I mispronounced what this system is called. It's actually called Sortimo. Not sure where I got Sortimo. Maybe I was watching a Japanese samurai movie beforehand. I'm not sure. But yeah, Sortimo. Now it's done. Okay, so technically this is done. Couple of things. I am not a carpenter. It is what it is. It's not pretty, but it will hold. So yeah, I've got to pick up 2 more of the large containers and 1 more of the small one to be everything will be filled then. So yeah, here we are. We're done. I'm calling this a success. It is not pretty, but I'm not a woodworker. I don't claim to be. I don't want to be. Give me some metal and some cutting tools and a torch and a welder, and that's where I'm at home. But it works. I've got to get a couple more containers, 2 big ones for the bottom and 1 more small one for the top. But I'm pretty proud of this. We will get, this will all be painted when we paint everything else in here, but I wanted to get this done beforehand so it didn't look, look like an afterthought, maybe a different shade of gray or something like that once we get the paint on. But yeah, done with it, pretty happy. So thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and we will see you next time on Brad Vision. So after I finished filming that video, I had come into the house to eat supper, but I realized that I was going to move those other 2 small parts containers that I already had on the workbench over by the new storage system. So after supper, I went back out to the garage, moved the 2 containers over, secured them to the wall. Now this corner is done, and we will move on to the next project in the garage redo.